How's it going, guys? It's Richard and welcome to episode 7 of my Owned Port Diaries. Going to start off with a bit of an apology. I haven't had a video out in a while, and that's because, as you might be able to tell, I'm a little bit ill and I'm not going to lie, making this video is slightly painful on my throat, but I thought it'd be worthwhile. Just to let you know, I did actually try and do a video on Owned Ports. I think it was sometime last week anyway, and I made this Sea Singer bottoms, I believe it was. And my video, and I was just so disappointed with what I said in the video and everything that I decided just to go back. I just deleted it, which is, I know it's kind of annoying. I lost the whole recording, and because I did the whole making of the Sea Singer bottoms live, as you can see there, I got those. I was just a bit annoyed, and there was no way I could go back and do the same. So what I decided to do was wait until I could make another piece of Owned Port armor, because I kind of wanted to do that live on one of the Owned Port Diary videos, because as they've been getting less and less frequent, because less and less has been happening, I thought it would be best to, you know, have one of those as almost like a finale. Although that's not to say it's the last video, because hopefully one day we'll get every single piece of armor. So just to go over what's been happening, of course I have actually reached the final region. And that was quite a while ago actually. I've been in here for quite a while, and so I've been sort of switching out my crew. You can see from my captain's log that I've travelled, where's the option? Yeah, I've maxed out the distance, which admittedly doesn't take that long. And then there's a few other interesting things like my port upgrades you can see, and my scroll pieces. Now this is another thing. I've spent quite a while, got all of the Sea Singer items obtained. I don't know if I actually had that done by the last time I'd done the previous episode, but still, and I've also almost got the Tetsu armor, so I've almost got the Lamina, and I'm quite a way off the leg plates, but in total that's 19 pieces of scroll, which is awesome. So I've been really powering through those. I literally, every time I get one as an opportunity, I'd make it, because I know that they're kind of rare to get, and with adventurers not being all that frequent and everything, I kind of like to focus on the scroll missions, because obviously ultimately you're going to want to have all of them unlocked. I'm just going to wear the Sea Singer bottoms. It's quite funny when you wear them, because obviously I do quite a lot of things like glaciers, and I've done the occasional automatons, although I haven't really had much chance to log on recently, and they look so funny when I'm wearing my Ganodermics, but still, it's kind of awesome that I've got it now. It looks a bit strange. I'd love to know what actually it originally would have looked like, because I didn't see any of the mods or anything that were in originally, but still, that's what it looks like there. So a few other things to go over. Mostly I've been focusing on crew. So I thought, okay, crew is something that you're going to have to level up over time, so perhaps it would be better to focus on trading out the old crew members for the new ones over time, rather than going for the ship upgrades that offer kind of minor increases. Because these, although they only offer an extra 200 base stats over the previous region, that kind of scales up when you get the 10% boost each time it levels. So I've been slowly phasing them out. And my aim was to get 4 of each of the basic stat ones, so 4 of the, what are these ones called? Harem of Fortune Tellers, and then the Travelling Band and the Ferocious Tiger Rider. I've wanted to get 4 of those, then 4 of the Ox Head and Horseface. That was actually my very first mission in this area, and I sent it out with something ridiculous, like 40%, and it succeeded, so that was an awesome success. So yeah, that's my aim, is to get 4 of those, and then, yeah, so 4 of each of those, which is 16 in total. Then I want to get bureaucrats for everything, and then I was just going to sort of leave my other things to accumulate over time, see what other options we have to employ. But there are rumours that they're going to be introducing a few extra members of crew in the future, so I'd kind of like to see if that brings anything. So I'm kind of like keeping spaces free, and I've also got a merchant for when I send out my big what do you call it, trade good missions. That's what I'm trying to say. So as you can see, slowly trading them all out. And I actually have enough ready to hire once I get enough resources to have every single one of these of the basic stats, so 4 of each. But these are ridiculously rare. The Ox Head and Horseface are so rare. You get them sort of once, I don't know, I've been refreshing all of them every day, and I've still only had those 2. So I'd probably say about a 1 in 50 chance of getting them, so they are crazy rare. But I do need to upgrade my buildings. My buildings have not been upgraded in this region in the slightest, so that's that for you. Now, onto the beefy part of this episode. Well, when I say the beefy part, I mean the main part, the reason we're here. As you can see, I have quite a large stack of plate, and it's sufficient to make the untradeable Tetsu, what's it called? Tetsu helm. Now, let's first of all make sure that we're actually on untradeable, because that's one thing that a lot of people have made the mistake of. But here we go, let's smith it. And there we go. So 10.5k XP, hardly much for what it is, but still, for how long it took. There we go, mixing and matching all the player imports armor. So we're making progress. Almost got a full set. When I say a full set, I mean one helm, one bottom, and one chest. But I can imagine it's going to be quite some time before I get the other parts. Also, it's going to be a very long time before I get the range armor, because I just don't have any of the adventures that give you the lacquer missions. So hopefully, when we unlock those other skills to 80, which is fishing, so kind of close, thieving, kind of close, slayer, absolutely miles away. Once we unlock those, we'll get the 3-player missions, and my voice is really starting to go now, but I just want to finish this commentary. But yeah, hopefully I'll get those done, and it'll probably be quite a while, like maybe even a month before I actually start to get full sets of armor. But that's the aim, is to get them all done. One final thing is, it's kind of ironic about the helm in that I made sure that I got 90 smithing. Like, I basically got it on the day that player imports were released, because I found out that they'd need 90 smithing for this new top end gear. So I thought, okay, we're going to rush and buy loads of anti-bars and get my smithing up to 90. And then it proved completely worthless, and there was absolutely no purpose behind it. So my smithing has stayed at 90 for quite some time now. But you know, that's just how it is. Sometimes you make stupid decisions, but still, it's paid off in the long run. And I obviously would have just had to spend that GP elsewhere. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I'm not going to try and punish you with my croaky voice anymore. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I'll try and get back to making videos as frequently as possible. And I hope to see you again soon.